Howdy there guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where I'm going to discuss with you a rule that a player has fell foul to. We've seen a few people this year fall foul to rules, such as Jeff Smith earlier on in the year with a rule change, but this is not a rule change. This is something that has been in darts since the tour card existed. Now, this is just the second player to fall foul to it. Keegan Brown fell foul to this last year, but Radek Skagansky is the latest player to suffer from this rule. Now, what's happened? Radek Skagansky got his 2-year professional tour card at Q School. He had a very poor first year, but a very good second year, which includes winning a Pro Tour title. Now, had he beat Raymond van Barneveld at the World Championships, got through to the third round minimum, that would have been £25,000, which would have been enough to move him into the top 64. By being in the world's top 64, he would have guaranteed himself another year extension on the PDC. So his tour card would have been extended, and he'd only defended the money from the first year. So Radek Skagansky could potentially have been a player that, if he'd have beat Barneveld, would have been looking at him in the top 40, maybe the top 32. The reason being, because he had a good second year, including that Pro Tour win, he was in a provisional place 4th in the rankings in order of getting a space in the World Grand Prix, and he was 14th out of 16 for the World Match Play, so he would have been in 2 of the biggest majors going, guaranteed £17,500 before even playing another game. Not only that, he would have been in the UK Open, and he would have been seeded for the UK Open, being in the top 64. He'd have come into that at the money stage, so more money will be missing there for Radek Skagansky. He would have also been in the World Cup of Darts. Now, the World Cup of Darts is not ranked, but it would have guaranteed him some thousands of pounds on top of what he has got so far for his yearly total. Take into account the European tours, take into account the Pro Tours, take into account the sponsorship money that would have been available from playing in the Match Play, the Grand Prix, the UK Open and the World Cup. Those events guaranteed. I can tell you that Radek Skagansky's loss to Raymond van Barneveld has cost him, in the 12-month period, a 6-figure sum. Over £100,000 would have been lost on that game. That would have been for Radek Skagansky. Now, if we take that into account, we could say that that would be enough for him to then forge a professional career moving forward, where instead of having a professional darts career and pushing the world's top 32, he's now going to go back to Q School. If he gets his tour card back, that will be beginning at 0. That includes the 1-year ranking. Now, this is something I don't fully agree with. I think, yes, absolutely reset the 2-year ranking, but I think you should keep that 1-year ranking money towards those events, because the World Match Play, it shouldn't matter if you've had a card for, you know, if you get a tour card at Q School, you've got that period of time. But if you've had a tour card before that, that World Match Play ranking should be over 12 months. So that ranking shouldn't reset, as shouldn't the World Grand Prix ranking. But they do. Now, if he gets his tour card back, he will be in the UK Open, so he'll have that event back, but he'll have to start at the first round. He won't get that seeded position into the ranking money. He could still potentially get in the World Cup team, but it depends on other players, because who's going to be the partner. So, yeah, there's lots of various questions where he could still get into a couple of these, but the likelihood of making a match play in the World Grand Prix now, starting from 0, having half a year's worth of events, looks very, very unlikely. Also, the opportunity of pushing that top 32, we've seen what it takes in order to do that when you look at the ability that someone like Josh Rock has shown over 2 years, and only recently just broke that top 32. So a massive, massive defeat for Radek Skagansky, and maybe a little flaw just exposed once again in the ruling. What do you think of this? Let me know down in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will talk you through all the stories and make you very well aware of everything that's going on in the world of darts right here on Edgar TV. Catch you soon for some more thrilling episodes. Edgar TV.